What's going on, everyone? My name is Scorpion and welcome to the BHDL Season 5 Finals. Today, for the title of Season 5 champion, my team, the L.E.A.F Agents, will be taking on Birudu, coach of the Atacama Tyranitars. As always, I will be showing you guys a quick overview of the matchup, what team we'll be going into battle with, and the battle itself will follow. There is always a timestamp in the description down below if you want to skip ahead straight to the battle. But that said, I would greatly appreciate it if you guys watch the pre-battle section so you can exactly what I'm bringing and why I'm bringing it. If you guys are excited for the last battle of BHDL Season 5, do make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you're new. And with that being said, let's jump straight into it. Going into this matchup, for one final time, our team consists of Lunala, Great Tusk, Meowscarada, Terra Iron Moth, Empoleon, Sylveon, Dragonite, Vikavolt, Terra MINIOR, and Munchlax. While our opponent's roster consists of Ho-Oh, Iron Treads, Roaring Moon, Terra Raging Bolt, Gardevoir, Tentacruel, Cobalion, Terra Girafarig, and Shaman Sky. This final battle is not going to be easy. Shaman Sky is actually a big problem for my team, as it has all the coverage it needs to punch holes in my team while endlessly fishing for air/flinches. Terra Raging Bolt can also be a problem, as nothing on my team threatens it for a one-hit KO, and its stab combination is really difficult to switch into. And lastly, they have two amazing answers to our Lunala in Roaring Moon and Girafarig, so let's see what we are bringing to try and defend our title. Because of the strength of the Edgequake coverage into my opponent's team, we are finally bringing our secondary Terra Captain MINIOR with a Shell Smash moveset to try to take advantage of this. Its natural typing actually matches up really well into my opponent's Ubers, and after a Shell Smash boost, it can attempt to win the game thanks to the strength of a Terra Ground boosted Earthquake and Rock Slide to hit the flying types. Terra Ground also gives me the added benefit of being immune to Raging Bolt's priority Thunderclap or a potential surprise from Thunderbolt Ho-Oh. Because it really struggles offensively in this matchup, I decided on the dual screens Lunala next, as its ability to sponge hits from Ho-Oh and Raging Bolt is actually really valuable for MINIOR and all my other team members. Moongeist Beam is our only attacking move, as it hits everything on the team well enough that we don't have direct switch-ins to, and Moonlight can let me potentially 1v1 slower Pokemon lacking recovery or get my Shadow Shield back. Next up, I wanted to bring our Choice Scarf Meowscarada to provide a speed control against a Dragon to Roaring Moon and be an overall great pivot and revenge killer. We're going with a very unorthodox special variant this week, with Protean and Power Gem to catch Ho-Oh off guard, Aura Sphere to hit Iron Treads as well as Cobalion, Knockoff to remove any potential items, and U-Turn to keep up offensive momentum. This team is still very weak to Roaring Moon though, so once again our Great Tusk will be rocking a defensive variant to prevent it from getting out of hand. With a Rocky Helmet attached, we can chip down Roaring Moon as well as Iron Treads for MINIOR to come through later, as well as threaten them out offensively with our stab combination. Because of my opponent's general weakness to ground, Great Tusk forces a lot of switches and is thus able to get up Stealth Rock nicely. With 248 HP EVs, 100 defense EVs and an impish nature, we can always survive a +1 Adamant, Photosynthesis boosted Acrobatics, while the rest was put into speed to ensure we outspeed all variants of Raging Bolt. I put Rapid Spin in the last slot to remove any potential Stealth Rock in order to upkeep Lunala's Shadow Shield, and, spoiler alert, our Dragonite Multiscale. Might as well talk about that next. Our Dragonite is finally going all out offensively this week, as the combination of Dragon and Ground looks really strong into my opponent's team as well. With Scale Shot and loaded dice, we're able to fire off powerful stab attacks that can really chip things down for MINIOR later, but will also help us get more speed, which will be crucial to outrun things like Choice Scarf Roaring Moon. Lastly, Extreme Speed fills the final slot as a helpful priority that can also let us beat Shaman Sky without getting flinched to death. And last but not least will be our trusty primary Terra Captain in Iron Moth. While I am actually expecting to Terra MINIOR this game, Iron Moth still looks really solid here as a Meteor Beam sweeper, using the threat of a move to force out Ho-Oh and get a special attack boost, which will help us muscle past certain checks. We're running Terra Poison this week with Sludge Wave to muscle past Raging Bolt and Ho-Oh even after consuming our Power Herb, while also removing our weakness to water to match up better into Tentacruel. Flamethrower lets us do big damage to two Pokemon immune to Sludge Wave, and Agility lets us boost our speed to outrun the whole enemy team. So that's going to be the team for BHDL Season 5 Finals. Before we begin, I want to say a big thank you to everyone who has been watching my Season 5 run, supported my videos and came to cheer me on. I cannot overstate how much I appreciate it. If you guys are excited for the final battle to see if we can defend our title, do make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already, as we are on our way to 200 subscribers by the end of the year, and only you can help me get there. And while this is the last battle, I will still be uploading a music montage and retrospect video on our run this season, which hopefully comes out next week, so I hope you look forward to that. And with that, I've held you up long enough, so let's get right into the battle. Alright y'all, so here we are with the Battle Hub Draft League Season 5 Finals. It is here, the final battle. We're at the pre-battle screen, we're about to search for each other, but before the battle, before we begin, I just wanted to get a few words out of the way. Beardo is a very good friend of mine, as most of you will probably know. I already have a championship belt under my name, he doesn't, so I'm honestly cheering for him to win this battle. I did still try my absolute hardest to try and come up with a good team. The team I built this week was quite hastily built, and I also did not get any help with it. This is a Scorpion original production, but regardless, I still definitely built it with the intention of winning, because I have a title to defend. But that being said, again, Beardo, my friend, good luck, have fun. I hope you get your first championship. If not, we will have defended our title, also fine with me. So either way, I'm definitely going to be satisfied with the outcome of this battle. Really looking forward to it. Good luck and have fun to you, my friend, and I'll see you guys at Team Preview. Alright, let's have a look to see what he brought. We have Shaman Sky, Roaring Moon, Raging Bolt, Ho-Oh, of course. We have Tentacruel and Iron Treads. No Giraffaric. No Giraffaric is crazy, ladies and gentlemen. I was really expecting that thing to come into this battle to counter my Lunala, if I'm being honest with you. But the rest of the team was about as expected. I wasn't expecting Tentacruel, but the rest is definitely good, I think. I'm really scared of that Shaman, man. I couldn't really fit a Covert Cloak on any of my Pokemon this week, so we could very well get flinched to death. Or really have a Subseed set go at it with us. But yeah, we're going to try and do our best. We do have our Minior, which I'm willing to bet he was not expecting, but we're going to try and do our best. I'm going to lead off with Meowscarada because I do actually think it looks really solid in this one. Can sort of scout for what he wants to do. Let's go. Let's get it. Good luck and have fun, my good friend Beardo. He's definitely brought his A game. This is a scary team. Let's see if we can make it happen. It's going to be a good battle. Oof. Third consecutive finals for the L.E.A.F agents, ladies and gentlemen. This is a crazy feeling. Even though finals is still really special, I've been here 3 times, like in the past 3 seasons. It's a really weird dynamic, you know what I mean? But I'm excited. Come on, Beardo, let's get it. Beardo and I do genuinely usually have great battles, so a lot of respect for this guy. Let's do it. Also, don't forget to check out Beardo and his POV, as he is also uploading and recording this from his side. He's going to lead off with the Raging Bolt, which I think is really solid. Let's see, do we see Booster? There is 3 Paradox Pokemon in this game, so we're going to have to pay very close attention to the Booster energies. No Booster, alright. I also forgot to mention, of course, I am Terra Poison, I am Moth, and Terra Ground on Minior, and he is Terra Fairy on this Raging Bolt, which is actually exactly what I expected. Let's see, so Raging Bolt. Why was that cry so loud? Let's see, Raging Bolt actually doesn't do much to my Lunala, which is what I have it for. I could knock, but the problem is that I could actually risk losing my Meowscarada at turn 1 to a Terra Blast Fairy or a Strong Dragon move. So I'm going to U-turn right off the bat. We'll see if he wants to Terra immediately. That would be a solid play if he wants to get out of the weakness to Triple Axle. I'm actually not packing that this week. He doesn't know that, though. But I think it would be great to get the Terra out of the way early. This is his only Terra Captain on deck this final week. I think he will Terra just because of the fear of Triple Axle. I don't think you ever want to risk me just KOing you immediately. He's actually going to withdraw. Perfect. So he does withdraw, saves the Terra for later. As in comes, who's that? Is that the Ho-Oh? That is the Ho-Oh. Perfect. So I'm going to U-turn. Perfect. Do a tiny little bit of chip. It's not enough really to get much information, unfortunately. What I can do, however, is go my Minior. I kind of want to keep Minior on the back a little bit, but at the same time, I feel like it's going to be really good to, like... I don't know, it's just tough. I also kind of want to go Iron Moth. Because obviously we threaten this thing with a Meteor Beam, right? We're gonna find a big Meteor Beam on this thing. Let me think. It's gonna do a lot. I really want to go MINIOR, because I know this thing basically can't touch me, though. Because Tentacruel is still around, right? Tentacruel honestly was Iron Moth really, really well. Shoot, gonna have to make a decision. I think I will make the Iron Moth play, just because getting Tentacruel weakened would actually be really beneficial for me. He's gonna see the We're Not booster. I do have to actually respect the possibility of Earthquake, but I think he has to actually fear my, my Meteor Beam more, you know? I think if he goes Tentacruel... Let's see, Tentacruel, especially defensive. We still do a really good chunk to that thing, honestly, if it comes in. Honestly, not too afraid of it either. Or is this where I pull a double? This would get rid of my my power hub, right? I think I will just Meteor Beam. He's gonna have to respect this one way or another. If he's like Charlie Bear with Earthquake, but then you got me, honestly. But I don't think he'll be that. I actually think Ho-Oh needs to be Boots in this one because of how much I've been hazard stacking people this game. Oh, he actually stays in. Wait, is this thing just dead? Was he expecting like Terra Poison Sludge Wave? Because he knows I'm Terra Poison, right? We're gonna get the power up. Is this thing dead? Oh no, oh it is Charlie Berry. Oh god. Wait, am I about to lose Iron Moth here? How much is this gonna do? That does amazing damage though. It is Charlie Berry, okay, so at least the berry's gone now. Whirlwind! Okay. What do we go into? There's not a lot that could go wrong here, but... Let's see, what do we get? We get Dragonite, that's not too bad. Not too bad. Okay, so we get Dragonite in here. So Whirlwind on Ho-Oh. That's actually really bad, because that means we can't use this thing instead of fodder. What does he go here? I really want a Dragon Dance, to be honest with you. Is he gonna Whirlwind me out again, or is he gonna... I think E-Speed should... I think Extreme Speed should be a fine play, right? Really hope he's not Rocky Helmet on that Iron Treads. I could also just Dragon Dance. But, like... The problem is I really don't want to risk getting burned by Extreme Speed, right? Or is it... No, burned by Extreme Speed? What? Burned by Sacred Fire. I'm just gonna Extreme Speed for now. I think this is fine. He might keep Ho-Oh around. He does actually keep Ho-Oh around. Maybe I should have Dragon Danced. Let's see who comes out. Who's that? That is Iron Treads. Okay. No booster on this thing either. Are we Rocky Helmet? No helmet. Okay. I should have Dragon Danced. Let me think. So... The fact that he went hard into this thing does make me believe it has Ice Spinner. But we can take that, honestly. I'm actually gonna Dragon Dance. I'm actually gonna risk it. Let's see what he goes. Let's see what he goes for me. He could also just Volt Switch. But I'm actually a little bit afraid of this thing packing like a surprise Earth Power for my Great Tower. So I don't want to go into it. There's knockoff. Perfect. So he's gonna lock with my Nota Dice, so he's gonna know what I have. We're gonna Dragon Dance in this thing's face. There we go. Nice. Obviously now my multi-spell's broken. Let's see, so it has knockoff. Good to know. We are now at 284. I still did a respectable chunk, honestly. Yep, gonna just EQ here. I think it will actually kill this thing, unless this thing is Sugar Berry. It might be. But this is gonna do a lot of damage. We are max stack Adamant. And there's actually not a lot that wants to take this. Ho-Oh, I don't think is switching again, unless we don't get enough hits on Scale Shot. But Dragonite's actually in a really solid position here. I really like this position we're in. If he Scarf, obviously... Okay, he does withdraw. Let's see what he goes into. Ho-Oh again. He does go Ho-Oh again. Beautiful play. Beautiful, beautiful play. Respect. Let's see. So we're going to Earthquake. Obviously not going to do anything. Scale Shot actually kills from here unless we get 2 hits. So I'm actually going to go for it. I don't think there's a lot this thing can do to me apart from burning with Sacred Fire. Could also have Brave Bird, obviously, but... I'm pretty sure this Scale Shot will kill unless we get 2 hits. So the loaded dice being gone is not that problematic. But then again, you know, those who have watched BBL will know that, you know, loaded dice Pokemon, multi-hit moves... Someone literally lost in the finals because of that, so... It would be really smart of him to, maybe switch again to try and get Ho-Oh healthy again. Ho-Oh is such a problem, man. This thing, with Regenerator, this thing's a beast. But I do think, regardless, Dragonite's actually going to be able to do a lot of damage here, especially if we get this off and we get that speed boost. Because then nothing outspeeds us except for a Scarf, Shaman, Sky, which we have extreme speed for, so we can't flinch us to death. Right, he's going to withdraw again. He's pivoting around this Mon. Where does he go now? Does he go back into Iron Treads? Who's that? Tentacruel comes out. Okay. And we miss Scale Shot. That is very unfortunate. Because now, unfortunately, this thing threatens Ice Beam us, but Earthquake should kill, no? Very unfortunate Scale Shot miss there. Does Ice Beam kill me? It actually doesn't. Unless he's, like, very special attack invested. You know, I'm very tempted to actually Dragon Dance again, I'll be honest with you. I'm very tempted to Dragon Dance again. I think I will. Do you know what? I'm risking it. I don't think this thing ever kills me. We're gonna Dragon Dance. If he Toxics me, that's also okay. There we go. Little flip turn, yep, knew it. I had a feeling this thing wasn't going to be able to fit a move to touch me. But even, even Ice Beam, we live. So we're +2/+2. And in comes the Raging Bolt again. Alright. That means we're going to be able to get a lot of chip damage off on this thing, which is exactly what we need. Which is great. We are going to force the Terra here for sure. I'm going to Earthquake. There's the Terra. If he's max HP, this should do about 60% minimum. We'll get to find out a little bit of information about this Raging Bolt set. And this damage is phenomenal. Like, this damage is absolutely amazing. I do kind of wish the Dragonite was able to do a little bit more. But he has pivoted around me really, really well. I have to give credit where due. That's a lot of damage. But there's Draco Meteor. Takes us out. Alright, Raging Bolt, KO's Dragonite. Unfortunately, Ho-Oh is now back to full. Not too bad, though. Not too bad. Well, this thing greatly chipped, which is amazing for MINIOR. Let's see. Dragonite gets KO'd by Bolt. Alright, question. What do I go into now? It's very tempting to just go Lunala and get my screens up, to be honest. Also kind of want to go MINIOR. I think it's too early for MINIOR, though. I think it's definitely too early for MINIOR. Alright. I am personally going to make the Lunala play. With Raging Bolt this low, I don't think there's anything I can really do to get back at me. It is -2 as well, which is obviously amazing. So this thing shouldn't be able to do much to me at all. I'm personally just gonna reflect up, just to make myself a bit sturdier to Ho-Oh. Roaring Moon as well. You could try and keep this ring around as a sack, but obviously Moonblast should be pretty free from my end. See what he goes for. He does withdraw, he does keep it around. Which is smart. Let's see what he goes into. That is the Iron Treads. That is Iron Treads. I'm fine with this. I'm completely fine with this. Right. Reflect up. Gonna make the Iron Treads, or no, I'm gonna make the Great Tusk play here on the knockoff. Should do a lot. Like to us, but it shouldn't do much to Great Tusk whatsoever. There's knockoff, perfect. Get more chip off on this thing. Gonna double out into Lunala to scout for the Steel Beam. I think that's actually what I want to do here. He could also make the Raging Bolt play, just sack it off if he's expecting me to be offensive. But I actually need Great Tusk healthy for Roaring Moon. So I'm gonna double into my Lunala just to scout for the Earth Power. Because that's actually gonna do a lot. I wasn't really able to judge the damage too well. It does look like it's offensively oriented, but it does mean it can still have some special attack investment, right? So I don't think this is what I want to risk this. He is definitely weakening with stuff, though. Okay, so he does actually withdraw. So that makes me believe no special move. What was that again? Tentacruel. Right, that's fine. Perfect. Right, withdraw Great Tusk. It's interesting, though. He went this on a Great Tusk. That's surprising. How many more turns of Reflect do I have? Obviously need to manage this. 5 more turns. Kind of wish Dragonite was able to do a little bit more damage now that I think about it, to be honest, but whatever. Gonna just Light Screen up here. I think it's gonna be incredibly valuable to get that. He might switch out, fearing a Psyshock, which could very well be the case. Right, he does actually stay in. Let's see what he's got. Does he just flip? That's for knockoff. Alright. So Tentacruel has knockoff, kind of as expected, right? But screen turns are going to be limited now. Moonkai's Beam doing a good chunk to this thing. I'm going to just fire one off, personally. There we go. Because I do also want chip damage on this thing for MINIOR. There's the flip turn. We're really trying to set up for that MINIOR endgame. As long as we can get that, we should be fine. That's also a valuable chip for Iron Moth, for sure. Probably going to see Roaring Moon come out now, if I'm being honest. Really want to try and get my rocks up as well. Our Light Claim being gone is not the end of the world. His Mons are not exactly dropping, but... Okay, there's the Roaring Moon. His Mons are not exactly dropping, but he is... Why did I just get a notification that Beardoo's playing Pokemon Scarlet if I'm playing him right now? What? Is he playing on an alt? Either way... kind of wish I had Moonblast here, but it's fine. I actually don't think I died to this knockoff, do I? I mean, there's no point staying in. We're gonna go Great Tusk. So he probably just U-turns. Oh, no, he pulls a double. Let's see what he goes into. Back into Ho-Oh. Smart. Very smart. So you're gonna have a special flying move then? Because I assume he was expecting my Great Tusk, right? I'm behind a light screen though, so I think I can take that. Might be controversial, but I'm gonna get my rocks. I think I actually want my rocks up here. Great Tusk is still very, very sturdy, right? And I think you could also miss Hurricane potentially. Sacred Fire Burn is not the end of the world because we still 1v1 Roaring Moon. So yeah, we'll see what he wants to do. He could also scout for the rock move, obviously, because I could still have one. And obviously Shardy Bear is gone. And Tentacruel actually can't really touch me, especially now that my item is knocked off. So we can actually spin block Tentacruel really well with that thing. Or Iron Treads as well. I just realized Iron Treads could also have Rapid Spin, but... Let's see, what have we seen from that thing? We've seen Ice Spin or Knockoff. Yeah, it could definitely have it. He did bring both spinners. Alright, we're actually faster with Great Tusk. Just interesting. We're gonna get our rocks up here. What does he go for? Whirlwind. Oh, okay, that's why I was faster. I forgot about that. Alright, Whirlwind. We do get our rocks up for free, though. Can I get MINIOR here? I wouldn't mind that. Yeah, Scarlet. Fine by me. One more turn of Reflect. In returns the Light Screen. Does he respect the possibility of a Power Gem here? It doesn't unfortunately kill him, which is a little bit of a problem, but... like, I'm actually going to try and go for it. Let's see. Alright, perfect. We get him. We get him there. He thought that was physical. Big Power Gem. Amazing damage to Ho-Oh. There's Sacred Fire. We are now a Rock type though, so we should take this exceptionally well. Do get burned, but that's obviously a 50% chance, which is fine. Reflect wears off. How many more turns of Light Screen do I have left? 3 more. Let's go MINIOR. Let's go MINIOR now. I am actually expecting him to switch out, because obviously he might think I'm locked into Power Gem. Let's see what he goes for.
Fine. Fetch.
This is the key, which grants access to the true counterpart hidden between worlds.
So there's our black materia. Get our shields down activated. He's gonna withdraw, perfect. Do we see Tentacruel? Iron Shreds comes out. Alright, so is this thing gonna rapid spin? Do my quick calcs. Obviously I should be slower than this thing. Is this where we go for it? I think it might be. Let's do it. Steel Beam. Ooh, that's gonna do a lot. That's gonna do a lot, but we are behind the light screen here, so we should take that. Perfect. There's our Shell Smash. Doesn't quite put us in shields down, but that's honestly okay. He does actually have the Steel Beam. Wow, unexpected. But luckily we are behind that light screen. There's a White Herb. Always sub up here so we can get our shields down. There we go. There's Steel Beam again. Wait, does my shields now not activate? Is that not how it works? Okay, so Iron Shreds KOs itself with Steel Beam. Wait, does that actually not activate shields down? Light screen wears off. Okay, there we go. There's shields down. Okay, thank God. I got worried for a second. I was like, why am I not transforming? Okay, thank God. So MINIOR's now in shields down. Iron Shreds KOs itself with Steel Beam. So that one goes down. Steel Beam. Loving MINIOR's position, I'll be honest with you. Really liking MINIOR's position here. There's Raging Bolt again. We have the Terra Ground, so we cannot be hit by Thunderclap. We're gonna do it. This is MINIOR's time to shine, ladies and gentlemen. This is Minior's time to shine. There we go, gonna Terra Ground Minior. See if he doesn't actually end up going for the Thunderclap. Alright, there we go. Earthquake comes off. I don't even remember if we saw a random item on this thing. I was really hoping it wasn't Cuss Tap. Alright. We get our first KO. Raging Bolt goes down to Minior. We have obviously Terrestrialize, so Iron Moth can no longer Terra, but... we should be faster than the whole team now. Even if that Shaman Sky is actually Scarf, we should be faster. And we have a lot of chip on everything. Ladies and gentlemen, I think we might genuinely be at the mercy of Rock Slide's accuracy. I think that's genuinely what's going to hold us back here. He's really thinking over there. There's the... what was that? Was that the Roaring Moon? That is the Roaring Moon. Let's take rocks. Is Stink faster than me if he's Scarf? No way, right? I got my shields down. I should be good. Yeah, Terra Ground Earthquake should kill. Let's go for it. There's a Terra Ground boosted Earthquake. Can't be random Sash. Roaring Moon goes down. Ladies and gentlemen, Minior. Oh my god. What is it? Are we about to see this happen, ladies and gentlemen? That's the second KO for Minior. Oh my god, dude. We got rid of the Charty Barrel and Ho-Oh. What is going on here? There's Tentacruel. Does take rocks. Earthquake again, dude. Does he not have anything? Oh, he has the Shocker Berry, but no way, that lives. We're +2, come on. I'm +2 max deck Adamant. No way this thing lives. Nope. Minior is kicking ass, ladies and gentlemen. He should really go Shaman Sky, I reckon, because I think a rock move miss is the only way he gets out of this. Another kill for Minior. Is that the Shaman Sky? Yep. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we are at... I'm pretty sure I outspeed even Scarf Shaman Sky. We are at the mercy of this Rock Slide miss. Come on. 90% accurate. Oh, but he missed Seed Flare. Dude, no way. I was about to be like... oh, no, that's actually crazy. So, in Season 3, Beardo lost the game against me because he missed a 90% accurate move. So here I am missing Rock Slide, and then he misses Seed Flare. What is this game? Rock Slide again, Minior, come on. There we go. We hit it. Dude, I feel bad for Beardo. Don't take me wrong. I'm so sorry, brother. But at the same time, I did miss my Rock Slide, right? Dude, the gods are just having none of it. I was talking about it as well. We're literally at the mercy of this move. Alright, let's see if we can get it against this Ho-Oh. Because ironically, I can't hit this thing with Earthquake. So we just have to Rock Slide again. There's Rock Slide again. Ho-Oh goes down as well. Is that his last Mon? Wait, that's his last Mon. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the L.E.A.F agents are your Season 5 champion. 2-time champion in a row, thanks to Shell Smash Minior. Wow, there's so many emotions going through my head right now. First of all, GG's Beardo. I actually really like the way we set up the Minior in this game. The Rock Slide miss into the Seed Flare miss, dude. Like, I know it's my miss into his miss, but we gotta give some... we gotta press F to pay respects to Beardo for missing that Seed Flare, though. Because that was so cruel. Like, for just a second, it looked like he was about to get away with it. And then he missed a Seed Flare. Dude. Did he not have a more accurate move? What accuracy is Seed Flare? I actually don't even know. Let me check this real quick. Seed Flare. 85. Dude, insane. Thank you guys so much for watching this one. L.E.A.F Agents, the Season 5 champion, man. 2-time champion. I'm insanely happy about that. But, yeah, again, sorry, Beardo, that you couldn't do it. So many emotions again. Still really happy about Minior that it did it, though. Thank you guys so much for watching this one. If you did, please make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're new around here. Also make sure to subscribe to Beardo. We're going to have a couple more BHDL videos coming out reflecting on the season, so please make sure to stay tuned for that. And with that, I wish you all a great day, and peace out.